So Dee, we've got all of the gadgets ready for this one today because we want to talk about power.
Power, that's what we need, power.
Yeah, women particularly, but even men I think would always like a bit more power. So we've got our top 2 drills that we think are going to help encourage extra power for you.
They will definitely work if you do them.
If you do them, do a little bit of practice on them. So our first one involves a basketball. Well, this is not a basketball, but it's a little bit small, but you can use kind of any ball you want. And we're going to pop it in between our knees, Dee, aren't we?
Yes, that's what you're going to do. Have fun with that.
There you go.
Here we go.
Now, the reason we're going to do this because we're going to talk about using the ground and using the ground to create power, ground force to create power, because a lot of people don't realise, do they, that it's the ground and pushing up off the ground.
And it's like everyone's now using, ground force, that's what we need. If we look at the young girls on the LPGA tour, they're not big, but they use the ground force, they use the ground to help them
push up and off. And
sorry, Annie.
I was going to say, and often you see those, sometimes you'll play golf with a little old lady and you think, wow, how does she hit the ball so far? And she's very likely just using the ground to push up off and being effective using her body.
It's a little bit, I think the simple example is if I say to you, I've got some feet, but if I say to you, I want to jump, you're not going to jump like this. What do you do when you jump? You're down, so you're using the ground. I love that analogy. Yeah, so you've got to use the ground.
That's right.
Can't jump from this
position.
That's right.
So posture is important to start you off. And so how do we use this ball to show us how to use ground force, Dee?
So you put it there. Okay.
I've got it quite high up because it's small, but if you had a bigger ball, you could have it lower.
It's good because it makes you even use the ground a bit more.
Yeah, it makes you go that way to, So we're set up.
Swinging up,
and the idea of the ball is when you get to the top and start your downswing, we're going to let the ball drop.
Yeah, look at that squat. So you're pushing into the ground.
So you're pushing down and then up and off the ground. So what do people do wrong with this, Dee? So if you don't let the ball drop, you've gone sort of this way, which is a common problem, or lifted up.
Or your pelvis moves back and you lift up, you don't use the ground.
So
or you stay on your back foot.
Yeah, stay on your back foot.
Yes.
And then the ball's staying there. So we want to drop the ball as we come down.
Yeah.
And that's us pushing down and then up and off the ground.
If you just do that, you put it in there. If you just do that one more time. I think what's really important is, you just did it beautifully, but if we let our viewers know, if you go to the top, as the ball drops, allow the arms to drop back down.
Yes.
Let the ball drop.
Yes.
And your chest stays coiled. Beautiful.
That's right.
That's a great drill.
Yeah. So that's almost like a squat.
Yeah.
As you come down, lets the hands drop into a great spot. You can really just power through.
I think another image which may not be socially or politically correct is that idea that like there's something under your foot, under your left foot, and you're going to push into that. You're going to squash that spider or whatever's under the foot. And let you get that happening.
So essentially what we're trying to do here is to squat down into the ground and then push up and off using the ground force. Okay, so that's drill number 1. You can grab a ball, do that a little bit, just get the feel for that. So what's our drill number 2 for power, Dee?
The coil or the rotation.
So important.
Your body, you need arms, because arms make you go faster as well. You need your arms, but you need your body and arms to work together. They need to dance together.
Right. Because the power is in the bigger muscles and not just in the arms, isn't it?
No, yes, it's 100%, but I think we need to sync them up.
Sync them together, exactly, because the body turning is going to allow the arms to move a little bit quicker, which is what we want. Arm speed, club head speed, that kind of thing.
So what we're going to do here, Annie, I've got my golf club and I've got another club here. So you can see nice kick by the way, you can see that we've got the shafts equal. So first I go into my correct posture. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my upper body over. I'm just going to move back so this orange sticks in the line. So I've rotated to at least 90 degrees.
So you've got your full turn here. Half turn here. I love that visual.
So you just walk into the space, because that's a good visual image.
Walk into the space here.
Between the 2 sticks. See the space between the sticks? So when we start down, so that's getting the coil, the twisting, the rotation. When we're starting down, my lower half is doing that squat that you did. So I'm getting the lower half to squat. I'm maintaining this distance between the 2 clubs.
This distance here?
Maintaining that. And then from here, we're just launching, like you said. So we've got there happening, and then from there, I won't do it because I'll smash it. that we're just going to rotate and launch through. All the way through.
Yep. So this drill is fantastic for giving you the correct amount of turn up here. So you want a nice full shoulder turn here, so 90 degrees to the target or right angles to the target, and then about half of that here for the hips.
And then that key movement there.
Yeah.
Which is what your ball drill did.
Yes, that's right. Letting that ball drop, you can see what Dee's doing there. But this is where the power comes from, the difference between this and this. We don't want everything turning back and everything turning through. We need the top half resisting against the bottom half.
The biggest mistake I probably see is even if people get the coil, they then let this top half race and catch up.
Yes,
so
it's coming over the top and slicing generally. Yeah.
Or, there's no spring at the end. There's no launch. There's no acceleration at the end.
Fantastic, Dee. I think that was a great visual to show people just how much the top half turns against the bottom half.
Yep.
It's not everything going back and everything coming through.
And I would recommend if they do that when they go to practice, take your sticks you've got your sticks with you, and just do, say, 5 of those, have a couple little swings feeling it.
You could do them together
with
the ball and the sticks.
And then hit a couple, have a few swings, hit a few balls, go back and do the drill.
Rotate around, some drills, some shots, some drills, some shots.
You will certainly get more power, you'll get more club head speed. You're going to be as happy as Larry or Mary.
That's right, we like people to be happy as Larry or Mary. Okay, so I hope that those 2 drills are going to be helpful for you, and we'll see you next time on Pro Golf Gals.
Bye for now.
Bye.